Afternoon, guys. First of all, Happy New Year to you. A good 4-0 home win against Sutton Athletic today at Belmont. Corley, how did you see that game unfolding today?
At the start of the game, it worked out that it was one of our games in hand with all the postponements that have gone on in the league. So it was really, really important that we got the 3 points. And there's no hiding the fact that we're really bare bones today. We've got a number of key, experienced players that are not available. And I thought in the first half it showed a little bit in terms of communication and organisation, with Daltz out, Joe Healy been ill in the hospital, Macker's broken his toe, Dean Grant obviously suspended. So we've had a number of key players that we really rely on in terms of the organisation that we missed, I thought, early in the game. It took us a little bit of team talk at half time to tactically get it better in the second half. And ultimately, as I said, it didn't really matter how it looked today. We just needed to get the job done. And again, in the second half, I thought we were absolutely outstanding. Although Sutton, they're a good side. I like the way that they play. You know, I thought they had really good possession in the first half without really troubling us. I don't think Dan's made a save in the whole game. I may be wrong. But the boys, and I just said that the most pleasing thing today is we've spoken about clean sheets, getting back into being really resilient at the back, and you've got players even at 4-0 throwing their bodies on the line to stop the ball going in the goal, and that's what you need to win things. You really do, and that's the ethos that we've tried to install. And I thought that the back five today were brilliant, including Dan in goal. So really pleasing. It's a really good start to the year in front of an unbelievable crowd in the freezing cold down here today as well. So we had 1,200 people, just under 1,200 people here on a freezing cold day. It's just unbelievable. A massive achievement for the club, and long may it continue.
Yeah, Matt Corley mentioned here about the importance of this game today, with other teams around us not having games being called off. So having that, getting those 3 points is really important for us today.
Yeah, we spoke about it previously. We didn't at the time we were first talking to the players. The game at Larkfield was still on, and it obviously got called off. So prior to the game, we obviously spoke to them about that in the warm up. We already knew they don't play next week, and we play Stansfield. So this is our 2 games in hand now with today and next Saturday. And with our 2 games in the cup, we didn't want it just to be the 5 points. We wanted to try and sort of get that to the 8 or to the 11, and obviously we've got to the 8. Psychologically for us, having those 2 games without playing, the pressure then is back on them, and obviously Rustle not playing have now got to go midweek to Snodland, which is going to be a tough game. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing, and like I say, I thought over the course of the 90 minutes, in terms of shots on target, efforts on goal, opportunities in the final third, I thought Splatty and Jetchy today at times were so good, clinical, and ultimately that's what they're here to do. But if you look at the age group of the team, obviously Jamie said about the boys that we had missing, but the likes of, even on the bench, we've got Finn Cotton, who's 2021, Brad Wallage, 19-20, Josh Robson, 19, Jack Nelson, 2021, Thiago, 6-17. Jack Peters is playing, he's a young player. Dan the goalkeeper's young. Ricardo, I think we only had 1 player over 30. Like we had a young team out there today. Jav and Jetchy are only young players. So for us and for them, I thought it's a great win, and it's a great experience for these young players. You're looking at Thiago, he's walking around in front of 1,100, 1,200 people, clapping the fans. That's a real big experience for him to go through. So, like I say, credit to the players. Over the course of the 90 minutes, I thought we deserved to win the game. And like I say, Javs walked away with man of the match, but I thought there were some real top performances, particularly second half. I thought Will and Finn and Jayden as well didn't give any real chances away their side of the pitch. And again, like Jamie said, we had a little bit with Malachi having to come off. He got an early booking, naive booking, and we've had to take him off after whatever it was, 25 minutes. Otherwise, we could have been down to 10 men. So that's learning for him as well. So, yeah, like I say, with the players missing, I thought it was a really good 90-minute performance in front of, again, I can't echo what Jamie said enough. For the level of football we're playing, these crowds are absolutely phenomenal, and they do make a difference to us.
Yeah. Corley, Matt touched on there about the age average, if you like, of the team. I thought we started off really well today. We were energetic and closing them down. And then we seem to take a bit of a dip. Do you put that down to a bit of an experience, or how do you see that?
I think it's organisation. I mean, Daltz, for me, he just sniffs danger. And we spoke about it in my team talk at the start. We're going to massively miss him because he's a real important ingredient to what we do. And Jack Peters has got to step up and you know, fulfil that role now, because he could be long-term Dortz. But I thought you could see that Jack's not really played many minutes recently, so he's going to take maybe 2 or 3 weeks to get up to speed of things. And Isaac was carrying a knock where if Dortz was available, or we had the injury we had today, we could have potentially taken him off early. I just felt we missed the men out there a little bit early in the game, just for the organisation and communication wise. But you know, it's an opportunity now for these youngsters to step up. And as Matt said, I think over the course of the 95 minutes, we thoroughly deserved to win. You know, you can talk about possession all you like, which they had a lot more of in the first half without Dan making a save. So I'm really pleased. I thought at half time we were a little bit naive in the spells of the first half, but they found a way today again, with not being at full tilt, with a lot of players out there, found a way of winning at home and scoring 4 goals, which is a real positive sign.
Yeah, and just finally, Matt, some games we go out and create loads of chances and we only score 1 or 2. Today I think we didn't create as many chances, but we were clinical in front of goal. There was, I think, the third goal might have been Jetch's ball through to Jav. A great interplay between the two of them. It must be so satisfying to be in that position where we're scoring good goals. All the goals. I mean, Brad's goal was outstanding, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we've got players. I mean, we were talking before the game. We've got a number of players on double figures, and again today they've come up with the goods. We've had different partnerships. These two seem to like to play together. To be fair, in Jetchi and Jav, they've combined well. Number of occasions, the combination worked again against Larkfield as well late on. There's been, like I say, the last 2-3 times they've played together, they've looked sharp, and that goal was particularly good. But then Jack Nelson's pass for Jav for the last goal is absolutely brilliant. Right-footed side foot pass, perfect way to pass, and then Jav's composure in front of goal. But again, that is why he's here. So yeah, look, really pleasing, brilliant finish from Shafes. Like I say, the two boys up there today were fantastic. We went with a slightly different shape today, and Jaden's got an assist for a great ball in the box. Yep. Really difficult to defend, great pace on it, and Shafes does what Shafes does in terms of his finish. So yeah, pleasing. Like you say, probably less number of clear-cut chances that we've created, and the boys that have taken the chances that have come along have stepped up and been clinical. So yeah, like I say, look, it's a good day at the office, and we just move on to next Saturday. Yeah, we look forward to a trip up to Eltham for Sansfield next week. Well done, fellas. See you next week.
Thanks, Andy.
Cheers. Cheers.